Treetop Radio LA, man. We are broadcasting live in Baltimore, Maryland, man, via Los Angeles, California. Long live Nipsey Hussle, man. I'm your girl, Big Homie Smiles. You can follow me on Instagram. That's big_homie Smiles with a Z. That is my man, Been Ready. Been ready on the ones and twos. Been ready like Trick Daddy knew he was about to get it by the honeybee. Been ready like we been ready to keep drinking our chlorophyll because it's not Waukesha. Not lean, it's chlorophyll, man. Get your body right, man. Hey, we got a wonderful show today. We got a wonderful guest coming up later on in our podcast. Her name is Tiffany M. Simmons. We will be talking about her highly anticipated and highly watched web series called Hood Court TV. So you guys make sure you stay tuned. I want to shout out everybody that is checking us out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Google, wherever you streaming us at, man. I want to thank you guys for constantly tuning in. And as we get up in our podcast, man, the podcast is going to get even more better. And I'm going to have a lot more guests to come. Today, we are going to be talking about the process. Now, the process is something that's dear to me because I believe in following the process, and I believe in taking things in order in steps. But before we get to the process, I have another reading again from my anonymous donor. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to our wonderful, wonderful writer. This piece again is from 1993. This is from a college student in Clark Atlanta University. She wrote a wonderful piece called Precious. Finding my individuality is the most precious thing to me. Without that, I can never be true to thine self. Without knowing who I am, I cannot love who I am. Without loving myself, I cannot live, progress, or get to know and love another human being. At times, I think I'm learning who I really am, and it scares me. It scares me because it does not fit into the so-called structure of society. The forces of society suffocate my personality, leaving me fatigued. Society and their fashion statement, rules, laws, and stature all force me to dissolve into a big melting pot of the conventional and orderly. This brutal force intends for me to lose whatever knowledge I have of myself, to steal away something so precious that can easily slip away into the pit of darkness called America's melting pot. What is precious is also painful to find. The gripping torment that my individuality inflicts pierces that my true identity are sins. It does not fit into the molds of society, whose greatness controls the way we perceive the world and ourselves. But once I find my individuality, I will gain confidence, assurance in who I am and what I can accomplish. I will have less insecurities and confusion about where I stand in life. Most importantly, I can love and be loved by another human being. This is why I believe my individuality is the most precious thing to me. Precious. Shout out to my anonymous donor for allowing me to read that piece. It was a wonderful piece. I appreciate that. I think life is precious. I think when you're in search of, finding yourself and your purpose in life, it can be hard, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're not fitting inside the constructs of society and when you're not, going with the grain, you're going against the grain, and a lot of times that for society who are sheep, it can be, upsetting to some people and confusion about what's going on. But it's not about what people need to understand. It's about your journey, and it's about, finding yourself through self-love and, just going through the motions of, your destiny, because we're all put here with a purpose. Not one person on this earth is born purposeless. You know what I'm saying? It may be small, it may be big, but we all are given a purpose. So I think if you treat life preciously and you treat yourself preciously, then, everything will work itself out. Now, the purpose of this podcast is to trust the process and apply those steps to life. For me, life is a process. Everything we do, right? We do, it has a process. When you think about, driving a car, before you get to drive the car, you don't just get on the street and start driving. You go through a process. First process you go through is learning about how to drive. Number one, because if you don't know the laws and the rules while you're on the road, you're gonna be crashing and running into things. So you got to learn the rules. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to go to school where they teaching you how to drive. Because just because you're reading a book, that's not gonna give you the experience you need. So it's a process. You know what I'm saying? Before you get to the car. So everything we do has a process, especially when you want to get good results. And the reason why we follow processes is to ultimately get good results. Like when you're in school, the end result of school is to get good grades and to score high and to be put in a top tier where eventually jobs will see that, or college will see that and be like, oh wow, this person was exceptional, or they I see the good results in their work and their process that they did when they was in school. So everything we have has a process, especially when you want to get good results. I want my audience, you guys out there that are looking at me on YouTube, Spotify, Google, wherever you guys speak, Spreaker, shout out to Spreaker, wherever you guys are streaming me and looking at me at, man, I just want to thank y'all. I want y'all to understand that we automatically control our destiny through choices. And these choices we make have to be done through a process, and we must follow the process. Even with the odds stacked against you, if you follow the process and make the right choices, you will always come out on top in life. So it's no matter, even if you messed up, you know what I'm saying? Even if you fail a couple times, you know what I'm saying, not knowing what was, the right things to do, but now, you're in a position where you're more disciplined and you're more focused, you can follow the process, towards success. Now, for those of you who may not have an understanding of what process is a series of actions or steps taken in order to achieve a particular end. So I'm gonna start off with my first process. So for me and many other people out there like me who are into social media and branding and podcasting and entertainment, we have a process, a special process, Social media allows us to brand ourselves. It allows us to communicate with thousands, millions of people that we may not have the opportunity to see, or we may not have the opportunity to, grab and say, hey, I want you to come to the studio, and do this interview, or, you know what I'm saying? I want you to do a feature with you. When you are an entertainer, social media is a good platform for your voice to be heard and for your music or whatever you got going on to be seen on a broader platform. Social media is, for a lot of people, the goal is to be known. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to be known, you have to, number one, rack up shares and likes, and you have to kind of, know the algorithm of social media. You have to maybe following a little bit of people, have a lot of people following you. You can't have 10,000 pictures, 10,000 posts. You can only have maybe 6 or 7 posts if you are on the music side, or maybe on the modeling side. But if you're just an influencer, that really doesn't matter. Then you got reality versus fiction. A lot of times when people are looking at social media, it's a facade. So if you're trying to create, talk, or you're trying to create a viral moment or something like that, sometimes what you think is reality is fiction. So you may see, somebody holding big racks of money, or it may seem like they got tons of jewelry, but that money that they holding may be prop money, but it may be real authentic prop money, to where you don't even know that it's fake. You know what I'm saying? And that they're trying to portray an image of being wealthy and making it with the music, you know what I'm saying? Or, just being a popular influencer. You got some people that got the jewelry, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you have jewelry, okay, I think we got a guess. I think we got my guess. But I'll finish up on the topic of process a little bit later on in the podcast. Today, I wanted to bring on Miss Tiffany M. Simmons, who is an attorney at law. She is also known as Lawyer Bay, aka Judge Tip.
Hello, everyone. It's the
How you doing?
lawyer in the building, Tiffany M. Simmons. How are you doing, LA?
I'm doing great. I appreciate you, checking in with me for another time on my show. It's always an honor having you on the show. And I know the last time we had you on the show, we was talking about sex and love and life. And we were just getting to know who Tiffany, the attorney, was. And now we're bringing you back on the show. We're spotlighting your new hit series called Hood Court TV. It's a web series out. It's the highest paid show out online right now. I know you have several shows that have already dropped, which are online and people can check out. She launched. I want to just give a little bit before I bring you in and ask you some questions. I just want to give a little bit of background.
What?
Huh?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
I can't really hear you.
Oh.
I can't hear you.
Damn. I don't know. Hold up. 1 second. Let's see here. Damn, you can't hear me? I just gave that good intro. You can't even hear me.
I think you all can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Hello?
If you can hear me.
Hey, Ben, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
You can hear me?
I can hear both.
Can you say something to Tiffany, see if she can hear you?
Tiffany can't hear me?
She left. Welcome to Treetop Radio LA, where you never know what's going to happen with our guests. That was Tiffany M. Simmons, attorney at law, Lawyer Bay, aka Judge Tip. She is the owner and CEO of a new web series that is out called Hood Court TV that have real issues going on. We are experiencing some technical difficulties. Hopefully we can get her back, but if not, the show must go on. So I'm gonna pick back up. Okay, there we go.
All right.
Hey, Tiffany, can you hear me now?
Yes, we have it.
All right.
I just wanted to clarify some of what you said to your audience. Hood Court actually started off on social media, on Instagram. However, we will be on regular TV, cable TV this year. We shot the pilot episodes last month. So
Let's go.
Very, very excited for that. I am the owner of Simmons Law. We are a law firm based in Atlanta, Georgia. I specialize in business, criminal defense, entertainment law, and personal injury. So thank you for having me on the radio again. I always try to come and support when I can.
Absolutely. I appreciate you. You always getting me straight, you know what I'm saying? So thank you, for getting me straight. I also want to let my audience know that your episodes are Sunday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern time, Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern time, Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, and Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yep, that's when we were doing it on the IG Live. However, now that we have the real episodes, the pilot episodes created, I have moved away from the IG Live. However, a lot of the OG Hooders are saying, Judge Tip, we want just the IG episodes if you can do them while we're waiting on the regular TV episodes to come out. I mean, who knows? You might see it on TV One. You might see it on another channel. Who knows? But what I do know is I created a dope show. I am the Black Judge Judy, and we taking over. We taking over.
Black Judge Judy. That means, so for y'all out there that don't know who Judge Judy is, that means she give it to you straight. So if you don't want the message heard on a real tip, then don't holler at Judge Tip. You heard?
Yep. Tell them.
Now what makes Hood Court TV different from traditional court TV shows like Judge Matthews and Judge Judy shows?
Well, Hood Court is very different than Judge Mathis or Judge Judy because I'm very different than those people. Besides the fact that I am a real attorney, I've never lost a trial in 12 years of practicing law by the grace of God. So I'm very grateful for that. I am one of the people. The hood loves me. So when I pull up and when we do Hood Court, in the hood with the real people, it just gets a real response, and real is just undeniable. So those are some of the things that makes our show different than some of the other shows you've seen, because you're going to actually see me with the people that probably don't even want to go to real court, but they will come to Hood Court and they will express their problems, and we're gonna fix that shit.
Come on, that's a good way to attack the stigma in our society that we don't want to help each other, because what you're doing is you're helping the community by trying to fix problems, that normal everyday problems that people have.
Exactly. And sometimes a moral problem is not necessarily a legal case or a legal issue. It could be, fights among relatives. It could be one of our episodes actually was based on a botched booty surgery. So it's all sorts of things that happen in our legal world. In Hood Court, we pull up on you to fix your problem.
Hood Court, they pull up on you to fix your problems. That already sounds like a good show to me, because that's a good show, man. So what have you been thinking about? Was this a recent thought, like in the process of coming up with Hood Court TV, or has this been something that you've been planning for a couple years now and you just manifested it into reality right now?
A couple years. Since I have wanted to be a TV judge since I was young. So this is not a couple years dream. This is destiny in the making.
Come on, talk to us. Let us know.
But for the fact I became the lawyer, I learned the skills that I needed to do in this next phase of life that God has me moving forward to.
Amen.
Sometimes people, they have a dream. God may give them a dream. God may give them a gift, but to get to the fruition of seeing the fruits of your labor from that gift or that dream, Amen. You got to go through the process. Just like you said earlier, everything is a process.
Come on.
So had I not took the LSAT, went to undergrad at FAMU, shouts out to HBCU. FAMU,
shout out to HBCU, JC.
But for the fact that had I not went to law school again, I wouldn't be standing here now with the knowledge that I have from entertainment, the knowledge that I have as an attorney. See, the thing about it is, I've always done stuff in entertainment since I was a young girl. So besides the fact that I am a real life attorney, I know how to entertain. I am an entertainer. So Hood Court is very, very different in that aspect as well.
I like that. Man, I can see you in the court right now, man. I can see you in the court getting a nigga off, riding in the car with the weed. I can see you right now how you just finesse that shit, man. I see why you undefeated.
Well, by the grace of God, I do what I do, and I'm very, very grateful for this life. And this road isn't easy. It's not perfect, but I live an amazing life. I do. Amen. And I'm so grateful for that. And I appreciate y'all support. I appreciate your viewers and your listeners' support. I appreciate the Hoodger support on social media. And I definitely appreciate my Simmons Law team, my staff, those that work with me, vendors, etc., supporters, friends, 12 years down. Yeah. Thank you. I'm so appreciative.
And the last time you was on our show, you know what I'm saying, I didn't have the green screen, so we both elevating, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got my little background, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little clear. Look how God do. Sometimes when you think you're blurry and your background ain't right, God is going to send you through, okay?
Right. I feel you. I think you doing great things. continue to elevate yourself by investing in yourself, investing in your brand, investing in your purpose. When you live in your purpose, it don't feel like work. Now, if you want to know some real nigga shit, like I had a real busy day today. I worked out twice. I just came back from the gym and got something else that I got to do. But I'm here with you. And I say all that to say, having the life that you want, it takes discipline. It takes the desire. It takes the motivation, even when you tired as shit. But for the fact that I love what I do, I'm so excited about Hood Court coming on TV. I'm so excited for the things that I do for my community. I'm here. I'm here.
Ghost status. You need a Nobel Peace Prize.
One thing that thank you. Thank you. One thing that one of my trainers said the other day, and I was tired as shit in the gym, but it lit me up like a motherfucker. He said this one thing. He said, you have to notice weak people support weak people. Only weak people support weak people. Get around people that are going to challenge you to grow, that are going to help and support you to grow.
Amen.
Only weak people coddle and cater to other weak people.
Right.
Then he also said, one better. We are God's creation. We are God's creation. So how dare you not pull from that inner strength to do what the fuck you need to do? Well,
come on. Your trainer is on point. I see why he training. Because he got the truth in him. Now, what I wanted to ask you, but being as though Hood Court TV is about to come to cable television, is there a copywriting process you had to go through to make sure your idea and the concept of Hood Court wasn't stolen? Because I know a lot of times when you're dealing with Hollywood and, the entertainment business, things that people have can be stolen and taken and remade into something different.
Well, the thing is, I can never be duplicated. There are a lot of shows that have tried to take my participants, the Hoodgers, have tried to imitate what I do, but it's only one me. Hood Court is for me. And but for the fact that I'm continuing and not stopping because I see other people. I mean, if you go to the grocery store, it's a whole ass bread aisle. How many different labels of bread? So exactly. I don't look at any other show or anybody else as my competition. That's not even the frequency I'm on. So that's not even a thought in my head.
Got you. Say less. You ain't worried about the competition because you are the fucking competition.
Yeah, I mean, really, I'm not concerned with any of that because I know God made my path specifically for me.
Now, where do you see Hood Court TV in about 5 years from now?
It's gonna. Excuse me.
Take your time, and make sure later on in the future you invest in chlorophyll is the way to go.
I know what that is. Hood Court TV is the highest paid, highest rated since Judge Judy. Judge Judy, she negotiated between 50 and 52 million a year for her show. Hood Court, in 5 years, I'm probably gonna be at 100 million. As the attorney, my power to produce and make money well exceeds 100 million.
Yeah.
My ability to produce as a lawyer. So there is not anything that I will take less than 55 million from entertainment because I have a legitimate career. I am the motherfucking rich wife. So
let's go.
I know that God wants me in that arena with Hood Court because there are so many people that I'm going to be able to touch through cable television, just by what I'm doing with the show.
Yeah, I like that. Now, do you plan on launching any more web reality shows? Because Hood Court TV sounds like it's going to be, running itself in about a couple years, and you're going to be, kind of sitting back and enjoying everything in it. Do you plan on launching any more reality shows?
Well, Hood Court is going to be a syndicated show. If we look at shows like Cheaters, that's been here 20, 30 years, we look at Jerry Springer. So Hood Court is definitely going to be a syndicated show for at least the next 30 years. What I'm working on in addition to that is The Plug's Lawyer, the film. So while Hood Court is definitely becoming one of the most popular shows ever, I will be producing and co-directing the Plug's Lawyer film. And my co-director is another female that actually works with my team now. So to direct my first film with another co-director is going to be amazing.
And that film is going to be dope. And because it seems like that you got that chain that we was talking about a couple months ago.
Right.
The Plug's Lawyer, because you said that shit was coming.
Do the viewers want to see?
The viewers want to see the bust down. I'm saying you from ATL with the bust downs is real.
Let me go get it, because I will say I went to Wavy just like motherfucking Moneybag, just like
come on,
Ari, just like all of them, your favorite rappers. I went to the same jeweler, baby.
Fuck is you talking about? The Plug's Lawyer. They don't call it a Plug's Lawyer for nothing. We will have a brief commercial. This special break was brought to you by Welch's Grape. Welch's Grape is a wonderful fruit that you can get in your local BJ's, Sam's Club in bulk. Welch's have vitamin C, vitamin A, and vitamin D. Pause. If you love grapes and you love if you love grapes, make sure you get some Welch's grapes. The green and purple kind. So you can mix them. And make sure y'all get the
kidding me?
Yeah. Jesus like wine. Make sure y'all get this chlorophyll. Shout out to NLE for the great.
Y'all see that?
Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. Back to the bust down, babe. Back to the bust down. Damn. That joint looking heavy too, Slim.
Oh yeah, it's heavy. That
joint looking heavy.
I will say it was some racks. But I told you niggas.
I told you niggas I was getting that pendant. I told you I was getting that pendant. You got that joint. That joint heavy. It's just like shining too much. I can't even see the joint.
Oh yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy, sis. But you already know the result of hard work, the result of telling the truth, the result of fighting hard for my clients. This how I'm walking around,
with the bust down, Plug's Lawyer. For you to be undefeated, you gotta have that.
Fucking right. The hottest bitch in the game.
Come on, let's go. Black woman, swing my chain. Hottest woman in the game. We about to get in the booth, man. Now, you already said you was coming out with the movie. Have you thought about reaching out to any like actors like in ATL that are like known to come and join your process with the cable TV show?
We got some things in the works. And yeah, it will be more people on the show that are well known. I mean, a lot of people liked the skits that I was doing with comedian Country Wayne. I also did a couple skits with another comedian named Ariel from New Orleans, excuse me. And so yeah, you're gonna see a lot of great things with Hood Court. Like I say, ain't no show like it. Ain't no show touching my shit. We just do what we do.
Let's go.
We just do what we do. I just produce. I just create. I just make magic. And the world eats that shit up.
Absolutely, because you shining. You shining like a star. I think it's so wonderful, how God uses us. And I think when we first met, I said, you're an earth angel, and we awakening. So it's always amazing once you find that purpose. And then you already have magical powers and gifts and things like that. So looking towards down the future, I feel like God is definitely going to continue to have favor on you. Now, are there any other like books?
I definitely received that, sis.
Amen.
Another thing that makes Hood Court different is you're right. I do have gifts. I am able to read people. I am able to basically, some people call me a talking mirror. Mm-hmm. And so if I'm able to do that for a lot of people through entertainment, that's going to, definitely, I might not change the world, but I might spark the brain that changes this shit.
Come on. All we need is a spark, man. To spark another spark. And then we got a couple flames out here sparking up. You know what I mean? Yep. Like the gas,
Yep. You already know.
But it's always amazing. So I'm definitely honored and proud to definitely call you one of my good friends, and I definitely look forward to seeing more projects from you in the near future. Now, do you plan on doing any more books? Because I know that you have a book out right now.
I have
I mean, a
five
couple. You
books.
have a couple books. I'm sorry, but my favorite book is "Look but Don't Touch the Art."
I'm sure, because you seeing that motherfucking beauty. No, this
Beauty.
But Look But Don't Touch the Art was my last book that I released. It is a poetry lookbook that is very dear to my heart because I was one of them people that I always wrote down my feelings because it was hard for me to articulate that to people because I had so much. And on top of that, being an empathic person, I picked up on other people's energy. So it was just a lot of energy inside of me.
Gotcha.
So, you know, my poetry, that book, the art that's in the book, including the pictures of me, I was very proud of that particular book. You can get it on Amazon. It's only $100 for
That's easy.
a great keepsake. My next
That's
book that I'm going to release is The Plugs Lawyer 2.
Yeah.
That is coming soon. You know, it's coming. I just got to keep creating, keep growing, keep hustling and healing.
Yep.
And, y'all just gonna keep seeing more shit pop out.
And if you need any extras, you know what I'm saying, just let me know. I'll fly out to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? If you need somebody to be a stick up kid, or you know what I'm saying,
All right,
the biggest goon or something, you know what I'm saying?
Say less, because when we're filming, you know, being a minority production company, meaning, you know, female owned, black owned, whatever, I'm calling in all the favors. I ain't even gonna lie. This is my movie that I'm funding. I'm not doing a crowdfunding, no shit like that. So I'm calling in the big dogs, the motherfucking favor, the motherfucking blessings. I'm letting God do what God do. And I'm going to do what I need to do so we can create the best film ever called The Plugs Lawyer.
Amen. Amen. I appreciate that. Hey, Tiffany M. Simmons, attorney at law. I appreciate you sliding through Treetop Radio LA, man. It's a Townhouse Media platform. Do you have any shout outs that you want to give? I want you to tell people your Cash App. And I want you to give somebody, before we leave, to something new. I want to try something new. I want you to give the world a quote that you would leave the world, that, you know, God forbid something was to happen to you today or tomorrow, the world can remember Tiffany M. Simmons, attorney at law by.
The world can remember Tiffany M. Simmons, The Plugs Lawyer, God's Kid, Wild Child, Law Bay, that one. The world can remember this. They can remember me by my love. They can remember me by my love. Because God's love is undeniable. Y'all think y'all see me shining from this jewelry or because I'm on TV. No, I'm shining because of God's love inside of me.
Amen.
And that's what I want y'all to remember Tiffany M. Simmons by. Now, as far as how y'all can, you know, support, you can follow me on Instagram, The Plugs Lawyer. You can follow Hood Court on Instagram, Hood Court ATL. That's the Instagram page for Hood Court. We're trying to build the followers on there. So follow Hood Court ATL. If you're looking for a great law firm, follow Official Simmons Law on Instagram. As far as my Cash App, it is the money symbol, the word money lawyer, the number 9. So it's money lawyer, the number 9, if you want to support that way. If you want to hit me in the DM, you can hit me at The Plugs Lawyer on Instagram. Website, theplugslawyer.com. Like, we out here in these streets. I like real life stuff. You already know. So if I'm in LA, supporters, listeners, pull up on your girl. Like, I am the hood. That's why I do Hood Court so flawlessly.
Absolutely. I appreciate you. That was a wonderful outro. And y'all make sure y'all tap in with her, man. She's an awesome attorney, man. Tiffany, I thank you for pulling up on me, man. I appreciate you. And we're going to chat soon, man. We definitely going to chat back. And so we can talk about a couple more things. But I appreciate you pulling up on me.
Yeah, appreciate you too. I came right from the gym. Henceforth, y'all see the sports bra and
Right.
the hat on, but you see that Simmons Law.
Simmons Law.
You see the plugs lawyer. You see a
Big
real
dog
nigga
stuff.
gonna keep my word and pull up like I said I was. So thank y'all so much, LA. I love you all. Have a good rest of your day.
Hey, have a good rest of your day. I appreciate you.
All right.
Hey, that was Tiffany M. Simmons, attorney at law of ATL, undefeated attorney for 12 years. I mean, she knocking them down. You send it to her, she knocking them down. You know what I'm saying? She has an active office, is the official law of Simmons. So y'all make sure y'all check her out. We're gonna get back on topic to what we was talking about. We have a few minutes to get back into it, and that just goes to show you how good God is, you know what I'm saying, and how the things that I was talking about prior to her coming on the show is still relevant. You know what I'm saying? She talked about a process, and she talked about the steps that she needed to do in order to get good results. You know what I'm saying? So in life, you got to follow the process. You got to, you know, follow the steps necessary. You got to be consistent. If you try and lose weight, you know what I'm saying, you got to consistently be doing the necessary things that'll make your body drop the unnecessary fat. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go and get toned, you got to follow the process of going to the gym and working out on a consistent basis, so that way your body can tone up and gain muscle instead of fat. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a process. Organic growth, back to social media, organic growth is definitely a process, especially when, you know, a lot of people pay for followers, and they pay for likes and pay for views and stuff like that, trying to grow online, especially Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that, can be kind of hard if you're not doing nothing like viral worthy things, you know what I'm saying, or clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? Being organic and being authentic can sometimes seem like it's not getting you nowhere, but if you follow the process and you stay consistent, it will grow. I started, me personally, I had an original page. It was 23 Savage _ Treetop Radio. That joint got shut down for whatever reason, but I started on that joint with very little followers. You know what I'm saying? I was probably like at 300, probably maybe following, you know, maybe 100 people at a time. And as the years grown, you know what I'm saying, right now I'm probably at like 800 followers right now, authentic followers, you know what I'm saying, with, you know, getting my likes is starting to get up there, and my shares, you know what I'm saying. But with me, for my brand is, you know, podcasting. So I have to be, you know, investing, like Tiffany said, you have to invest in yourself. So that's what I've been doing, and I'm in a process of doing and trying to consistently invest in myself, reach out to influencers, you know what I'm saying, and pay, you know, the money I need to pay to get, you know, Treetop Radio LA out there. So, you know, Townhouse Media can be out there, because, you know what I'm saying, this is all a brand and a team. And so I definitely, you know, we got to keep investing in myself, and you want to invest in your image. And I got to thank my mom, you know what I'm saying, and my woman out there, and Ben too, you know what I'm saying. They all been kind of molding me and kind of helping me, you know, kind of shape the image of Treetop Radio LA. Because, you know, when I first started this joint, if you guys take a look back at the podcast, you know what I'm saying, I used to come in, you know what I'm saying, with the intro, on Figaro, you know what I'm saying. My mother be like, oh no, I can't even listen to this podcast just off my intro, you know what I'm saying. I thought it was a cool, catchy intro, but when you're trying to have an image, and I'm trying to create this platform where people have the opportunity to help others and create tables of generational wealth, and just create a table for topics to be talked about, you know what I'm saying, I have to kind of reshape my image. So kind of tone down on the language a little bit, on the harsh language, because I ultimately have older followers that, you know, may want to tune in. And if I'm, you know, coming off the break with, you know, bitch motherfucker, nobody gonna listen to that joint. I slide it in maybe in the middle of the podcast a little bit. But, you know, shout out to Mom Dukes, because, you know, she be getting on me. I be trying to tighten the language up, but, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes a bitch got to come out there. Now, when you're thinking about the process when you're thinking about like relationships. You know what I'm saying? We all have the process in a relationship or partnership, because I don't really like saying relationship, because relationship is obligation. No, you ain't obligated to nothing. It's supposed to be a partnership because you guys are supposed to work together. You know what I'm saying? No roles really. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both cook, clean, you know what I'm saying? Work, get money, pay, you pay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a partnership, not no relationship with you. I'm the man. I'm supposed to go out and you're supposed to stay home and just cook and clean. Like, come on, get out of here. So when you think about relationships, you think about a process. You got to get to know a person. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people skip the process when they dealing with partnerships and courting people. Man, that be the reason why people be having, ugly baby mothers. You know what I'm saying? That'd be the reason why, these females out here got baby daddies that, don't want shit to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people skip the process of, building with people, and some people not taught the process. But when you're dealing with people, you got want to get to know them. You know what I'm saying? Because people always going to show you who they are up front, off gate. They going to show you. You know what I'm saying? So, you want to get to know somebody on the friend level. Then you want to go to the dating level. You know what I'm saying? Then you want to go to the, maybe I can go over your house and see how you living. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up the draws, please. You got to wait on that. I know it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. That I know it be calling. It's hard. Sometimes you gotta, let it like a couple months, see what's up, because ultimately spirits are attached to people. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you miss the process and you go from, ooh, I like how you looking, and go straight to the smashing. You know what I'm saying? You may get a spirit you can't get rid of. You know what I mean? So you got to just follow the process of relationships, and you got to take intimacy very, what you have to be very responsible with intimacy and who you're laying with, because you gotta, it's emotions tied with sex and stuff like that, so you don't want to be having people under the wrong impression. So if you don't have to be out here, don't be out here. And everyone has a process that's different, because we all have different journeys in life. Some people have a journey of they have to be able to forgive. You have to be able, forgiveness is a journey for some people. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe somebody, wronged you or did something to you, you know what I'm saying, or took something from you, and you've been holding on to that anger and that hate for that person, for so long, that it kind of distorts the person that you really are, because you don't know how to forgive. And sometimes forgiveness is key to helping us heal and with our body. Sometimes we don't understand why our body may be deteriorating, or maybe we don't understand why we are constantly getting into messed up situations, is because we have to forgive. We got to forgive ourselves, and we got to forgive others. It's the key to wholeness and happiness. Can't really hold on to that anger towards people, because that anger and that stuff sits inside your body, and our bodies are energies. This right here is a palette of energy, and a pilot, even though we sleep, energy is still going. You know what I'm saying? And if your chakras aren't in order, and are disaligned and stuff like that, you allow the energies of the world to bring you down and have you depressed on life. So you got to be able to forgive. You got to be able to have understanding, and having to follow the process of understanding. Sometimes when you understand that, you don't have to receive what a person is telling you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people believe that if somebody's giving you criticism or constructive criticism, that means you have to receive everything that person is saying. No, you can just hear what they're saying and leave it there and walk away. You don't have to take it in. Then if you take that criticism on, that means it's something internally that you got to deal with. You got to follow that process on asking yourself, why am I getting offended when somebody told me my music is trash? Why am I getting offended? Why am I getting offended if somebody told me I can't sing? It's they giving you the constructive criticism, or they giving you their opinion. Why you getting offended? You got to follow the process of being consistent, because ultimately whatever you're being consistent at will take off. And with also you have dating. Oh no, I said that already. Oh, the my 5-step process. I'm sorry, I got a little confused on where I was at. And we getting ready to conclude in a little bit, but I just want to give y'all my 5 steps to having a productive life and manifesting great things. So my 5-step process is faith. Faith is unseen. Faith is like your ideas, like for me, this idea of Treetop Radio LA manifested when I was in high school. I used to be a morning and afternoon announcer at my high school, and I used to have an introduction like this shit was lit. I'm gonna do a brief joint. This is how I used to go. It's no cap, no Ken Wop. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you. Dun, 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 for tuning. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, to WFHS. MA. And I'm your host, Smiles. And I'm your host, Lieutenant Colonel Bunter. But that was the other dude. We used to, you know what I'm saying? And people used to be real excited when I came on the announcements in the morning. You know what I'm saying? When I came on announcement, shit stopped. You feel me? On the afternoon announcement, shit stopped. That was the best time, you know what I'm saying? Because I made it live. And as I got older and decided that I wanted to go to college, I thought about having a radio station, and podcasting was a good way to manifest the building and station that I want eventually. So it's a process that you got to go with. And my process is faith. That's what I mean by when I say faith. 2, consistency. You have to be willing to fail though. Sometimes you got to fail. I wasn't always, like sometimes when I would push this Treetop Radio LA, because it wasn't visual. It was just audio. And before it was audio, I was just hashtagging a lot on Twitter and Facebook, announcing and promoting different artists and talking about different hood topics and stuff like that. And then I was consistent, and then I was able to get on the audio platform, and then I was kept being consistent, and now I'm here visually. You know what I'm saying? So it's about a process and about being consistent. And sometimes failure happens, but if you keep going, eventually your dream and goal will manifest itself into reality. 3 is action. You got to take action. You got to put forth the effort for whatever you're trying to do in life, and especially when you're trying to get good results from the process. Number 4 is you got to remain resilient. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people not going to like what you're doing. They're not going to like the thought process maybe of how to go about it. But if you remain resilient and stay strong and stay 10 toes, eventually you being so consistent, people will just be like, oh, okay, it's cool, whatever. Number 5, you gotta be loyalty, man. You gotta be sincere. You gotta show up. You gotta be supportive. You gotta be loyal to the process and loyal to staying consistent. You just heard Tiffany, who is a undefeated attorney, you know what I'm saying, for 12 years, just tell you that the process about the process and staying consistent, and just remaining loyal to yourself and showing yourself self-love. But that hopefully you guys gain some knowledge from that my podcast today on the process and its purpose. And I hope that you guys tune in next time, and then next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m. Pacific time, you know what I'm saying? Because we in West Coast and the East Coast with you, showing the West and East love, you feel me? This is a Townhouse Media platform. Coming up next, we have Sports for You podcast, and then No Rules podcast. Shout out to all the other podcasts on this platform. I also want to give a shout out to my background behind me. It's called Check on Your Black Friends. It's a new wave founded and started by my boy Makai Hines. He's the owner of Check on Your Black Friends, and Check on Your Black Friends is the new wave to support Black trauma, mental health, and relationship awareness. So if you guys want to follow his movement and shop with him in his brand, Check on Your Black Friends, I want you guys to add him on Instagram at Check on Your Black Friends. That's on Instagram. He has some wonderful items. He was just on the Shade Room. Got a wonderful shout out from them being a Black business, because we need more brands like this to check on Black mental health and awareness. This concludes my podcast. The outro the music that we're gonna have is by my boy Nate. He is a Montgomery County artist. He's doing big things out there in the DMV, and we always want to spotlight and show love to different artists out there where I'm from. Shout out to Capitol Heights, man. Big 41. You guys make sure y'all check us out on our business pages, Treetop Radio LA. Make sure y'all tap in with me, man, because we do give out cash prizes. I'm looking for entrepreneurs. I'm looking for artists. I'm looking for people in the business, man. Whatever you're doing that's trying to help elevate the community and yourself, man, holla at me. I do have some wonderful marketing and promotional packages I got going on. I just work with a couple clients, one of my clients being incarcerated, and we got some things done. I edited a music video for him. So, check us out, check me out, check us out. I can help you out with some things. And if you guys want to make a love donation to me, because ain't no nation like a donation, make sure y'all send that Cash App money to # Treetop Radio 87. Hey Ben, what's your Instagram name and Cash App if anybody want to make some love donation to your partner? Where this nigga been at? This nigga getting high. This nigga getting high. Hey Ben Ready, where you at, man? Are you fucking kidding me? Make sure y'all get some chlorophyll. Just shout out to check on your black friends, man. I gotta check on my black friend right now. This nigga is lost. I don't know where he at. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to StreamYard. It's always live action in the building. Shout out to my anonymous writer who allows me to read a lot of her writings. I be harassing her like shit to give me those writings because I read a lot of them, and them joints is like that. Hey, been ready. Hey, been ready. Hey, you all right, B? This nigga just coming. This nigga is. Hey, Ben. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Hell of a lot.
What's your Cash App? What's your Cash App and your Instagram so my people can follow you? Did you see the song? Did you got the song? The song by Nate?
I got it queued up.
Oh yeah. So what's your Instagram name and Cash App? People make love donations.
It's $ Ultimate Apparel. ALLTHMENT. Apparel.
Y'all hear that shit? Pearl. Follow my man on Instagram, The Real Ben Ready. No Sports for You podcast is coming up, man. I just want to shout out to Nate for allowing me to play this song, man. Nate Bone from Montgomery County, man. Hey, Ben Ready. We out this bitch. Free Jamil. Oh, wait a minute. We not out this bitch. Wait. You know I don't go a podcast. Oh, Lord, I'm off my noggin. You know I don't go a podcast without telling my baby I love you. You are the best thing to me. You are my light, my star. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you being by my side and being in my life forever. We ain't never going away. We ain't never split. Ever. We tied together forever. You know what I'm saying? It's always free motherfucking Simba the GOAT, Moko's youngest in charge, man. He gonna be home soon, inshallah, man. He's gonna bring him home to us. So free Simba, man, till he motherfucking free. And okay, Ben Ready. We out this bitch for real.
You gonna show yourself to be a phony.